I think I messed up. And by that, I mean I didn't watch the Spit or Swallow Beer review yet. Welcome to the Spit or Swallow Beer review with Shagdog and Jammer.
That's right.
These guys are the dynamic duo of hops and barley here to make your beer nights epic.
Spit or Swallow Beer
If
review.
you love beer and you laugh out loud fun, hit that subscribe button. Like, comment, and share if you've ever spilled a pint. So, grab a cold one, call your friends, and remember, life's too short to drink alone. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, Spit or Swallow Beer review. I'm Jammer.
Hey, I am Shagdog. We are the Spit or Swallow Beer review. I always repeat it twice. It's like deja vu and Vuja day.
Yeah, Shagdog, I got Good Boys raspberry iced tea with lemonade. It's vodka. It's lemonade. It's fruit. It's yeah. It's all that.
Yes, Jammer. I'm
And
doing
could have been so much more if they didn't add the artificial sweetener.
right. I'm doing Creature Comforts Vuja Day, which is the opposite of deja vu. As you never felt this experience before. That's Vuja Day.
Ah.
So I'm about to feel this one.
Well, Shagdog, mine's got a red tinge of iced tea. Look. It also has a few floaties in there. It's amazing. The head, there's not much of one. It's there. It's about to completely dissipate. Let me give it a snifferino. Yes, definitely got some raspberry in there with a little lemon, citrus, and it just smells sweet. I have a feeling it's going to have that sucrose taste that I don't care for because the artificial sweetener. But hey, let's dive in anyway. Cheers, my friend.
Hey, this one gets a Beer Advocate score of 81, but there's no notes on it at all, or no comments or anything on Beer Advocate. It's English Brown Ale, 5% ABV, and it's nice. It's a light brown, almost can see it, kind of a buttery looking brown, I guess. The head is 2 fingers, kind of a beige head, and it smells kind of a cocoa, nutty. Yeah, cocoa nutty, maybe a little spiciness in there. I'm ready to drink it, Jammer. Getting it down, the nutty brown.
You're all into those nuts, aren't you?
That sounded weird, huh? Nutty brown. Getting it down.
It was almost Vuja Day.
It was, but yeah. All right, yeah. Vuja. I never didn't know there was a difference. Vuja Day and deja vu.
What's the
I bet.
difference?
Well, Vuja Day is a new experience. You never felt this before. Deja vu is like, wow, I've done this before. I've seen this before. Which I've had actual deja vu where dreams.
I've had a lot of deja vus.
Like I see this shit happening, and all of a sudden I remember dreaming about it or something.
Yeah.
It's like
Definitely. Well, Shagdog, let me just tell you, this is actually much better than the peach. It's much better than the blackberry because the raspberry offsets the sucralose a little bit, and it's not so prevalent as a super sweet because raspberry is actually kind of bitter,
yeah.
So that bitterness kind of offsets that sweetness a little bit. And I can actually drink this one without any issues and everything. So it's probably going to get a grade just for that.
I'm glad the ABV on this one is not too high. It's 5%. It definitely has a nuttiness.
ABV
Oh,
on the other ones.
Is it the same? It should be the same as all the other ones.
No,
Usually,
some of them are different.
oh really? I did not know that.
4.5.
4 and 5. Yeah, this is 5%, which I'm happy because sometimes you get some nut brown ales, English nut brown ales that are, up in the 6 or 7% range.
Yeah, I agree.
And this is very nutty, almost a cocoa. And a little bit of that sweetness, almost like you get with a red IPA, but the red ale, amber red ale.
Oh, yeah.
But not prevalent. Very low. So that's why I like, because if I had that, if that shit was way hoppier than it was, I probably wouldn't like it at all, but it's nice and smooth.
No.
Brown
Nice
ale
and smooth, all right.
with all the sweetness of all the nut brown ales you could handle.
You're all into those nuts.
The nut brown. That sounds horrible.
Yep. Terrible.
It'd be a lot better having this with a girl. You know, say, yeah, and then you could
Hey,
shoot
try
it to her.
these nuts. Brown
Yeah,
ale.
you like some nut brown ale on you, all over you, in you.
She'd think you're talking about doing it with a Mexican.
Or some like black person.
Cocoa Brown.
Something like that, yeah. Well, we're live on this one, Jammer, so I'm going to have to exit it.
Live?
Yeah, we're live on this one.
Oh.
I hit live just out of,
Oh, well.
habit, and then when I got to it, I was like, I'm not going to go back. Fuck it, we'll do the live.
All right. We're doing it live. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, you're there.
So I could restrain myself.
Yeah, we had one viewer earlier, and they left pretty quickly.
That's all right. I don't care.
Here do I. I'm here to drink with my best friend.
That's what I feel. You were crying, you were so scared. All alone.
No. A man is coming down from the gallows.
I don't
And
have
it's
very
alone.
long. Yeah! The news is out, they finally found me. The renegade who had a name with a 3/4 bounty.
Yeah.
I'm a wanted man.
Oh, mother, I've been down my love
So
for
scattered all alone. Yeah. Surely see me dead. Oh,
So,
yeah. This raspberry, it does have a good raspberry flavor. It offsets the sucralose, and the lemon citrus flavor is there, along with a little black tea. And it's not bad at all. I could see this one actually being a pretty decent one that, not just me, but people who are less
inebriated.
sophisticated in palate would probably enjoy it even more. Because there's a lot of people who like those seltzer waters that really taste horrible.
Yeah.
They would probably enjoy this, especially ladies that like sweet and fruity flavors. And I would have to give this for what it is. For what it is, I would give this a B- and a swallow and a quarter.
Well, better than the peach, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jammer, this Vuja Day is giving me deja vus of other nut brown ales that I've done, English nut brown ales.
Yeah,
And it's
looks
pretty good. Yeah, it's not one of those overpowering ones. It's pretty mild, and it's a light sweetness, a light nut, maybe even a light cocoa in there, and maltiness, and it's very good. It's smooth, easy to drink. There is that sweetness, the hop sweetness, or whatever it is you get in like a red ale, though. It is there, but it's very low. There's some similarities when I drink brown ales, certain brown ales or red ales. There's that weird hop sweetness in there, or whatever the heck it is. And it used to make me gag. Remember? I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
Back in the old days, I've overcome it, but I haven't had anything strong with that type of hop sweet. Or I don't know if it's a hop sweetness or a malt. It might be a malt sweetness. I don't know. It might be a malty sweetness, but it's there. But it's very low, and I'm enjoying it with the rest of the flavors.
Well, that's good. I like that.
Yeah, I used to get that type of
Snazzy
malt
shirt.
sweetness. Yeah, that's one of my new brand of Shagdog clotheslines. I wanted to get something like an old 70s shower curtain or...
You know, what you should do is put that on have it like a Patreon type thing going on where they donate so much money and you get a shirt and a shout out or something like that.
So they buy shirts, or
Yeah, they could buy a shirt from you and get a shout out on the beer review.
oh yeah, that's a lot of work. How many out of our 13 viewers that we might averagely get in a video? You think how many of them would do the Patreon? About one, maybe. Jammer fan might do it. He has to get Julia's permission.
Julia.
Julia. Oh, that's right, Julia.
Yeah, every time you say her name, you have to do that,
Mm.
A Jammer fan was getting a little irritated, I think.
That's a new thing. We thought of it, and we have to continue it.
Yeah, that's right. That's like 714 or what? 417.
721. Rugby? You talking about rugby?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 721. Yeah, that was his birthday, supposedly.
Yeah.
You know, this song came out during like Desert Storm, and it was like a theme song. Or is this the one? I think this is when Dennis DeYoung got back with Styx for one album, and it came. This is the hit song off that one. Show Me the Way. And it became some theme song of Desert Storm or some shit. Show Me the Way.
Okay.
Some for Christian type Desert Storm veterans or whatever. I was in the military during that time, and when I was in Fort Jackson, it was during. I went in during Desert Storm, but by the time first month. Matter of fact, the month I went in is when Desert Storm got over with, right? Officially over with. I didn't go to that. I was like, I didn't like go infantry. Like I want to go kill some Iraqis or anything, but I didn't know what to do in my life. That whole, it was like 6, 7, 8 months before I joined after I got out of high school. I was like, I got to do something. Maybe this will help me. I just didn't know what to do. Yeah. So I joined the Army.
I wouldn't mind of joining, but at that time, Clinton was in office, and I just didn't feel confident.
Well, no, that was Bush when Desert Storm started.
Oh, yeah, okay. Bush and then Clinton was coming into office.
Yeah, Clinton came in 92, election of 92, yeah.
Yeah, and I just didn't like the whole vibe I was getting from either one of them.
Yeah. 10,000 points of light, you didn't like that from Bush?
Oh, yeah, he lied about...
new taxes. Yeah. I mean, there's not much he could do about it, but I guess,
Well, he said no new taxes, and there wasn't any new taxes. They just raised the old ones.
Yeah, you can't really trust a politician.
No. But I would have liked to join either Air Force or Army. I think I would have joined Air Force just particular because I would rather have tried to become a pilot or been in that kind of atmosphere or whatever like that. And plus, because my dad was in the Air Force.
You probably saw Top Gun.
Huh?
Probably saw Top Gun.
Nah, I didn't care anything about Top Gun.
Wait, that was Navy. That was Navy. Anyhow, never mind.
And besides that, I didn't like Tom Cruise at the time.
So, Iron Eagle.
I still don't like him. So
what about Iron Eagle? Iron Eagle. What's his name? Just recently passed away. Louis Gossett Jr.
I like the whole attitude of honor, integrity. The supporting each other in the sense.
Yeah.
Of,
Jammer, I got the basic, and each platoon has their nicknames. Hawkeye. Second platoon was Hawkeyes. We were sharpshooters, right? Third platoon was whatever. Fourth platoon was ever. Guess what our platoon nickname was? Which I don't know why we get.
Rubber duckies.
No, airborne. But hey, that's our nickname. So when I wrote my first letter to my mother, I put, 239th Infantry
Airborne Ranger.
Infantry Battalion, First Platoon Airborne. So she's like, Airborne? You didn't tell me you were joining Air.
I'm just reminded of Breakfast Club, and Bender going, I want to be an Airborne Ranger.
Yeah.
Remember when he was running away from...
That's the actual cadence, yeah. It's I want to live a life of danger, airborne. Raider. I can't remember.
I wish you were home, but you left, right, left.
Yeah. Some of them were depressed in some of those cases, like, and it won't be long till I get on back home. You're left, you're right, you're left, you're right, you're left, you're right, you're out of sight. And it won't be long till I get on back home. Very depressing.
Yeah. You left the women for a life with men.
They counted it down to there's certain cases like three more weeks and I'll be through. I'll be glad and so will you. You're left, you're left. You're left, right, left. You're military left. You're left, you're right, you're left. I get depressed thinking about it.
You left all the women to live with men. 69.
That's
Now
one good.
you wish you covered it behind.
I didn't see anything.
Left.
That's a good thing back then. You didn't see anything like that. But nowadays, you might be seeing that in the latrine. You know,
Well, now it's changing too. So yeah.
2 or 3, 4 guy action going on.
You might not see it at all again.
And remember, I told you the story. It was like, Spencer, get your dick out of the drain. Well, really? You know, they probably help you get your dick out of the drain. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they jump on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are only 95 calories, Shagdog. That's one good plus of it.
Yeah. It's not, you could burn that off. Like, you know.
Rip it and rip it.
Yeah, these are probably more.
That's what your slogan was for your battalion, right? Grip it and rip it.
Oh, what the hell was it for my basic training? I can't remember. We had our own company thing. It was like Charlie Company, best by far. Smoke basic training like a cheap cigar. Motivated, dedicated. That's our style. Been that way for a long, long while. Oh, Charlie
Company.
That was our little thing.
How I just joined in there? You see that?
Yeah. I tell you what, I had some good memories of base training though, because funny shit like movie stuff. You know, like we had our big guy in our platoon, and he was really big. And then one time we were getting shit out of the supply room, and there's a mosquito wing private in the supply works in the supply room, and he was a real asshole. Yeah, trying to treat us like shit or something. But the big guy in our platoon says, "Drill sergeant, you know, permission to kick this private's ass, drill sergeant." So we're all laughing like, yeah, the drill sergeant's gonna let you kick somebody's ass, yeah.
Yeah.
But we thought he was big, the big bad tough guy of our platoon, and we did the Pugo sticks, you know, the Pujo sticks or whatever.
Oh yeah.
We went against the other platoons, and the second platoon had the other big guy. We had our big guy and him going against each other. We're like, come on, whatever. I can't remember his name. I got it written down somewhere, but. And he got his ass stomped by the other big guy. We're like, holy fuck, you're a pussy. He didn't even he got like one swing, might have hit the guy once, and the other guy just pummeled his ass, you know. Good times. What's really funny at work, we have our own radio network at work.
Yeah.
I don't know if the DJs were on vacation this week or what, because they weren't talking or anything. And it seems like they had the same playlist playing every night. They played this twice every night. And they played by Bon Jovi, Bad Medicine twice every night. I was like, what the fuck? I never heard the same songs every night. Like, that was horrible.
What is that song by Michael Jackson where he's talking about dancing or whatever?
Dancing. That one?
No, what is it? Right before the 80s, I think it was.
Let me Googleize it, Jammer. Michael Jackson's song talking about dancing. It came out before the 80s or early 80s. Googleizing. The Love That I Need? No, that's probably not it. Rock with you? I want to rock with you, baby.
I want to rock with you.
You. Oh,
yeah, that's it.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember
I was listening.
the time?
Alexa, shut up. Sometimes you just gotta treat that woman like, smack.
Poor Michael.
What I was gonna say is that I was listening to. Normally, I take a headset to work, and I didn't. And they had music playing, and early in the night when I was there, I heard, "I wanna rock with you all night," da 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 da.
Yeah.
And then about 5 o'clock this morning, I heard, "I wanna rock with you all night," and it just reminded me of back whenever I was working for the grocery store in my younger days, stocking groceries and playing the radio, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then just basically looping. All of a sudden, it come back to the original song, boom, and it's looped back over again. The tape was, And what got me is that sometimes you would get that where they played the same song over again, and then other times it'd be at the same time, 8 hours later or 7 hours later, a song by the same person, but a different one than what you heard earlier.
Oh, same band or artist, but
Rock with You, you would hear ABC.
One, two, three.
That kind of stuff. And then you'd hear the next person's song, but it would be a different one than what they played earlier. Like
Did you ever hear? You ever hear the song by Bobby Brown? I Want to Rock with You, Baby. Similar to Michael Jackson, did sound exactly the same. I want to rock with you, baby, all night long. I want to roll with you, maybe feel so strong. But when I heard that at first, I was like, "Wow, did he steal that a little bit from Michael Jackson?"
Yeah.
Rock with you. Yeah. But Bobby Brown's first album there was golden. He had 4 or 5 good songs on there. Bobby, even though he didn't have the big songs on New Edition. Yeah. He went solo. He had only song I remember he was the lead singer part on New Edition was Mr. Telephone Man. Maybe he might add one other one. But he went solo there. He's like, wow, Bobby Brown had all those good songs. Did a fucking Nightmare on Elm Street song, a Ghostbuster song. But after that,
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, he did the second Ghostbuster song. The second movie. It was a rap song. It was stupid. But after that, no more Bobby Brown hits,
All right. Well, just in general, music. I got to tell you, Shagdog, I think what you should do is start looking at reaction videos and filming your reaction to reaction videos. I think that's a new segment that could be added to it. Drinking while watching
reaction videos. So we should have done that earlier then.
Yeah, we should have.
I can still stay up all day long and do it.
I can't. But if you want to do it another day.
Yeah, I'll try to do one after this just to see how it goes solo.
Try to find a reaction video to a song that you think would be very popular.
For the young people or older people?
Just in general.
I don't know what's just in general anymore.
Well, for reaction videos, I have to admit, it seems like Beatles and Elvis
you might go with
big categories.
Right, and maybe some hard rock, you might go Ozzy, because Ozzy's always
AC/DC.
AC/DC, yeah. Maybe a little Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, Guns N' Roses too, yeah.
I mean, there are people out there doing reaction videos to Rat songs. Which
but I think you should do a reaction video to reaction video.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. You guys ever heard this song before? You're fucking 40 years old.
Well, I love it when this person says, oh, wait a second. They said what? What did they say? Let me pause this.
Yeah.
Just to give you some context. At this time, it was 19, what you call it, and this is what was going on at the time.
19, what you call it? I like it.
You know, and this is what was happening, and this was what who was president,
Right.
and this
Rat-
was the best film.
Rat had one of those songs on that album that said, I feel hot cold. I'm like, I always
See,
thought,
what I remember about this Rat in general, Rat Out of the Cellar, at the same time, Billy Squire was out with his Run to the Wall Like a Fire, Pick It Up, you know.
Yeah.
And he had all those songs on that Emotion type album, you know.
Yeah, they had a phrase on one of their songs, I feel hot cold. I'm like, what the hell is hot cold? And then supposedly that was some weird expression in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s, but I never heard the shit. I feel hot
I'm just
cold.
saying in general, some of the things that were going on at that time.
And Billy Squire, yeah, they opened up for Billy Squire the first part of that tour there, then they were opened up on their own eventually.
Yeah.
And then Billy Squire was opened up for them two albums later, yeah.
And then if you took a Billy Idol song and reacted to the reaction, you know, I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Rebel Yell, you could tell stories about. See, the thing is we know what was going on at the time, and not only that, we know what was going on, but we know more of what the song was about.
Right. Yeah. You're so correct, Jammer.
Yeah.
But it's just funny, some of the reactions, because, I mean, there's some older people, and they're not old as us, but they're in their 40s, and you had to have heard Round and Round somewhere in the last 40 years.
You know, what gets me about it is a lot of them will say, you know, I heard this. Oh, wait a second. I heard it from this rap song. This rap song,
Yeah.
took a portion of it. Yeah, I could swear. And then they find the rap song that says, yeah, see, they took a portion of it right here, you know.
Yeah.
So whatever you do, if you do a reaction video, you have to acknowledge who is the copyright owner.
Yeah, I got to really find a good reaction video type people, though. I don't want to find no Joe Schmo.
And not only that, but you have to also acknowledge their video.
Yeah.
So
What's a good song you want a reaction to? I don't know. I'll find something.
find something famous, a famous good song, and just do it. You know, or you can wait and we can research
Yeah,
it
I'm
together
gonna wait,
and do
'cause
one together.
Yeah, because I don't feel like drinking anymore, actually. So.
Yeah, I know. Me neither. All right.
All right. Yeah, I'll look for some reaction videos during this week, and then we'll see if we could do a reaction to a reaction.
Yeah, pick a individual that you like music from, and I guarantee you there's a reaction video for it.
There's this one girl. She's a musical.
Oh my God. One. Go ahead.
She had this. She's a musical expert, like for a different note, whatever the fuck. She talks about the music, like, oh well, they had this, they had that, but she's like, this while she's watching the video jammer, she's like, she's giving her like all these facial expressions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That
about
doesn't
when
surprise me.
and I said, wow, I never knew when I heard Iron Maiden, because she was listening to Iron Maiden song. When I heard this song back in the 1980s, I never knew it would be making some woman excited this many years later. Yeah. I didn't get a reply back to that comment, but
Oh yeah. See, there's a reaction video for Roy Clark, and Roy Clark is doing Folsom Prison Blues.
really,
And see, the thing about when Roy Clark did that, he did it as a comedy thing.
yeah,
I hear the train coming around the bend.
he did a comment for Hee Haw.
And he goes, no, there's an old video of him back when he was doing it for a TV show other than Hee Haw. But he showed like he was using the guitar, and he made it sound like a train.
Oh yeah,
And then he goes, I shot a man in Reno, you know, like a machine gun. He made it sound like a machine gun.
oh, I didn't know.
And
he's
then
that
he
good
was
with
doing all
guitars.
kind. He was doing it with his thumb, with his thumb, you know, and he was doing all kinds of things.
Roy Clark was a badass.
Yeah, he was. What I always thought about Roy Clark when I learned about him from Hee Haw, you know, I knew him from Hee Haw years, right?
Yeah,
And then I learned more about him from the records my dad had purchased over the years, and he was in it and everything like that. I learned so much more about him that he played the mandolin, he played the banjo, he played the guitar, he played he played all kinds of different instruments. You know.
Now, who's the other guy who was with him? And
Buck Owens.
Buck Owens, yeah, that's right.
And he was big, you know,
Yeah.
back in the day. And even today, he had his own radio station where he played Buck Owens all the time.
I'm sure Buck Owens is dead now, right?
Yeah, but I don't know who owns his radio station or what, you know.
Oh.
But what I was getting at is that Roy Clark was multi-talented, and if you look at between Buck Owens and Roy Clark was, I believe, was much more talented than Buck Owens, even though Buck Owens had a lot of good songs.
Yeah.
And stuff for it.
I always like Buck Owens when I watched the show, more not because of their musical talents, right? Just I thought, it kind of reminded me of my dad, I guess.
He's funny, yeah.
Yeah.
But Roy Clark, he did a lot of different songs and everything, and so forth. But what I was getting at is that he did Folsom Prison Blues, and he had all these sound effects, and they're like, oh my God, nobody even today can make a guitar sound like that. You know, all these different sounds and all that stuff. This guy knew what he was doing. He was really hot. You know, that this is the reaction.
Roy fucking Clark. I like a jammer. Roy fucking Clark.
And so, that was a good one.
If you get a fucking in your name, you're hot. Like
I think,
fucking
for as a
Freddie
reaction
fucking
video.
Yeah, any star has an F, or Roy don't have an F in his name, but he does now. Roy fucking Clark.
Yeah.
But like an old baseball player for the Boston Red Sox, Freddie Lynn.
Yeah.
Center fielder, Freddie fucking Lynn.
Yeah. People who didn't know much about Elvis, and they start to watch Elvis and the reaction.
Elvis fucking Presley.
They turn around and say, you know, I never knew that he was that way. I never knew he was that talented. I never knew this. I was always told this and that. And there's a video out there, Elvis in the black community. And
I heard Elvis was a racist.
That's what everybody says. And that's what they were saying.
That's what Public Enemy said.
That's what they were told and everything. And then they watched this video where all these black artists was praising Elvis and thanking Elvis and all that stuff. And all these black artists saying that Elvis was great. Elvis broke open doors for them and so forth and da-da-da-da-da. And then they're like, I never knew Elvis was that way. And then they hear him singing. They're saying, oh my God, he you know, he's really rocking it and all that and da da da. You know, so.
One of the first time Elvis was on the radio, somebody said there's like one of the movies or something like, wow, is that a black guy?
Man.
Yeah.
But here's my thing, Shagdog. When you do this reaction video, what I'm getting at is that you got to pick a person and a song. And maybe a performance, or maybe not a performance. Maybe just the song itself.
Well, we'll do it together, but I'll look through the week.
Yeah, me and you both.
I'll try to save some videos.
Now, what I'm going to ask you is, what would you like to look at in the sense of, you don't want to look at a lot of reaction videos. You just want to get an idea.
I'd rather look at somebody, they're sexy, cute.
All right, let's put it this way. Reaction videos, right?
Yeah.
Let's pick a song
or
an artist.
Find the girl's reaction to it. She's hot.
And just pick a reaction.
All right, pick any old reaction. Okay.
Let's don't watch it in advance. Let's just pick a reaction video.
All right. So the day of, I'll say, okay, here we go. I got this one set. This one.
Let's make up our mind what song we're gonna or what artist we're gonna look up.
Yeah.
And then let's look it up and watch it together.
All right, we'll figure that out when it happens through the week.
All right, let's do that. And if we don't do that, let's do something else like drink.
Oh boy. Yeah, we'll do that definitely.
We can do that while we're watching the reaction video.
Yeah, we can do that while we're looking for a reaction video.
We can record ourselves looking for a reaction video and drinking. And
Yeah, some of those reactions. There's this one I saw. It was like an older dude. I had a lot because I never subscribed to him, but it was coming up in my feed all the time. It was an older dude and a younger girl. I don't know if it was his daughter or somebody he fucking knew.
My whole
And he was getting a lot of views. Guess why? Because of the younger, good-looking girl.
gosh, yeah.
Yeah, but doing reaction videos to songs, and he's
My
like,
whole
"Oh,
thing
this is a band called Warrant. Oh, I never heard of them. Oh, well, here they are.
My whole thing. Oh shit! You there?
I'm here.
I thought I lost you there. My whole thing is that we need to pick a band, and then we have to pick a reaction. There was one guy that reacted to Marty Robbins' Big Iron. A few people actually, Big Iron, and Big Iron.
Like, kill me with that.
They were saying that's a gangster there. That's a gangster song.
That'd be a reaction video for me, Jammer.
Yeah. All right. So let's look at that.
You give me some names, and I'll give you some names. Maybe there's something I could name and you haven't seen yet. It'd be a good reaction video for you.
I think it would be great to. Well, let's pick a decade, and then let's pick a name.
Genre too.
Huh?
Yeah, genre of music. Yeah.
Genre.
Yeah.
All right. You sounded like you were saying genre.
Genre. I am saying genre.
Let's do a genre, not a
genre. Genre. How's that?
Yeah. Being that you got a Vuja day, you should be doing a genre.
Genre. We'll do a genre.
Not a genre.
A genre. How about that? Genre.
All right, man.
All right. See you later. This is it.
Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, and sharing. I am the Jammer.
Yeah. I am Shagdog. This one went live. We did a couple of recorded videos. Check them out when I get them uploaded throughout the week.
Yeah. Hopefully you get the beer you deserve and you get to drink it too. That would be awesome.
And don't buy beer.
Rent it. Oh, I'm sorry.
You actually do rent it, actually. You buy it, but you rent it because it goes right out, yeah. But if you make videos, it's forever.
It's forever.
It's forever beer.
Forever and a day.
Yeah. I'll see you on the next one, Jammer. Next week.
I will see you next one. All right.
Hawaiian style.
What?
Yeah. That was my mouse. My mouse was moving.
All the names have changed. Seems like
every
day. We're wasting away. Ride that horse.
Yes.
And you push out day.
Hey, it's not deja vu.
You seem a little gay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I'm a gay boy.
Yeah. All right. You're terrible.
See you next.
Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing. We'll see you on the next one. I'm Jammer. Spit a Swallow Beer Review. Bye.
Bye.